Guys, it's me Zen, and I'm coming in Saturday afternoon just to talk a little bit about the things that we do here on the journey. And one of the things that I had done in the past was compare myself to other people. And I noticed that Lisa and a few other people had mentioned this in their videos in the past. And this is something that I think personally that women do more than men. And I'm not sure why, but it's maybe just more of a thing that women do. And I know that there are people that don't do that, and I think that's great. And I think that you have to kind of get to that point where you don't do that, or learn that it isn't going to help you and that it steals your joy when you do that, because we are not on a path with other people. We're on a path only with them in the fact that we're all trying for the same result, and that is to lose excess weight. But meanwhile, sometimes we get hung up on that stuff. And I was super happy to hear that Lisa had come to that realization, because I had done the same thing and realized like someone's the same height as me, or we started around the same time and they whoosh right past me and made their goal. And I'm like super happy for them and all that. But I wonder, like, what's wrong with me that it doesn't happen like that? So yeah, I've had a lot of self-reflection moments on that subject and things like that, but I've really come to realize that I have my own path. I'm making my way. I may not be racing to the goal line, unfortunately, or but you know what? I'm stepping to the goal line, and I am going to dance when I get there. It's going to be the happiest day. Now, I also realize, this is the other thing, guys, that when we get to the goal, like I said the other day, we're just going to be ourself, just less of ourselves. And that's going to bring other things with it, right? Maybe, excess skin, or maybe, mental things that now we're at goal and we're like, okay, so who am I now? Who am I? Who I used to be before? Well, no, you're not. We're now going to be someone else. And this is the other really cool thing, I think, is that rediscovering yourself is such a fun process. And it's all, new thoughts about things, new ways of doing things, and ways to develop to keep ourselves, when we get to our new normal, in check. It's going to be a little bit of this, I think, when I get there. I'm going to always the scale, because it doesn't stay static. I wish it did, but it doesn't. It's always going to be like a little range of weight that we're going to go up and down. So I'm pretty excited about getting there. I think I've always said that I have like 30 pounds, 35 pounds to go, but I'm thinking I might put it at first to 20 to 25 pounds to go, because I've just been recommended to be at a certain weight by both my doctors, and people that have talked to me don't think that I should do that, go any further than lose 20, 25 more pounds. But I'm going to use my own mind, come to my own conclusion, and decide what it is that I want for myself and how I want to look. So, I hope you guys do the same thing. Set your goals, and then when you get to your first goal, you set your second goal, and so on and so forth. But the other part about the mental journey is, guys, isn't just about how we look, right? We're going to be much healthier, and we're going to have to develop ways of keeping ourselves in check once we hit our new normal. And it's going to be really exciting, I think, because it's kind of like, oh my gosh, we're going to get to goal one day, right? And when that day finally comes, and I don't know because I'm not there yet, but I'm going to look in the mirror and say, I look the same as I did 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Nothing's changed. But, it's going to take a while for it to sink in, I think. And, realize that we are going to be the same person here to a certain extent when we get to goal that we are now. It's going to take its time. We're going to get there. We're going to see it. And then we just have to decide, okay, now, how am I going to accept this? Do I really believe that I'm, here, and all the stuff that goes with that, all the mental stuff. But hey, everybody, I'm just rambling about this. It was kind of a thought that I had going on in my mind. And the other thing I do want to say is to all the people out here who are struggling, Know that I am with you and that I struggled the journey with it every single day. It isn't always fighting me. I don't always have to beat myself up to do what I need to do. It's become a part of my routine. And this is what I want to encourage all you new people out there, not to belabor this point, is to start your exercise plans early. Do what you can do. Build it up slowly each week, each day, whatever, depending on what you're doing. And get to a point where you have a fixed routine. You know, it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or whatever days, whatever works for you and your schedule. But you have to make time for yourself, because if you don't, you're going to cheat yourself out of the result that you want. And I'm just saying that I have never cheated myself, not one day, out of my own, you know what I mean, my own plan. Every day that I take as a rest day, I plan that, unless I've been sick, of course. That doesn't count. So that I can never look back and say, over the last 17 or 18 months, have I cheated myself? No, because I made up my mind that I was never going to do that while trying to get to goal. Now, what I do when I get to goal, I'm not sure, but I just know that it's such a habit, and getting off that couch has actually been fun for me. I learned how to make it fun, and you guys have to learn what's going to make it fun for you. And I know a lot of people hate going to the gym, or they hate sports, or well, you know, whatever exercise, they hate it. They hate sweating. You know what? I was right there with you. I was one of the biggest couch potatoes that you've ever seen. But you know what? If I can do it, you can do it. And this is what Professor Nurse Ray says. If I can do it, you can do it. Go, girl. And I want to thank you for that saying, because it's so true. If I can do it, you can do it. All right? Love you guys. Talk to you soon.